Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you there. We are here with Ben. Eggs back there. So we got thinking, traveling with one dog is one thing. That's kind of tricky enough. You have to find a pet-friendly hotel and pay extra and this and that. And now with two, and he's going to be huge soon. Hopefully, he's a grunty little guy. But anyway, I got thinking, why not skip the hotel part and get a camper? Or at least look at campers and consider that. So we're camper shopping. We're at Camping World today. So there's there's a lot of subcategories, but two basic, you have towables and RVs, or like motorhomes, if you will. So we're gonna look at both of those and bring you along for that. So we kind of struck out on the motorhomes, the big pushers or coaches, whatever you want to call them. So there's this guy, which is pretty big. The little man's in his backpack. The big guy had to stay in the car and sit this one out. But this is a bumper pull. So just to clarify, it's not actually attached to the bumper. It's a ball hitch or Reese hitch. It goes on. It's right under the bumper, or right behind it. It attaches to the frame, so it's like properly mounted. It's not actually like on your bumper. Just to clarify. Goes on your bumper, and then this one, which we're going to go in and check. It's a toy hauler. So you could put in, motorcycle, four-wheeler, dirt bikes, that sort of thing in the back. But we'll go in there in a sec. There's a fifth wheel. So if you ever see these, this is kind of similar to the trailer hitch that semis have. And if you see it in a pickup, it looks like it's in the bed of the truck. But you're gonna go up, it's a lot bigger. Ooh, this is nice.
It's really nice.
So the debate with these is you kind of have to pick one or the other. You need a big truck, like you need a dually to tow this around. So when you get where you're going, you have a big truck to drive. Or you get a motorhome and you can tow a little car, but you're still towing a big, like driving a big thing. This is the back. And the other big difference is, yeah, put the Harley in here. Plenty of room. There's an extra bunk and like a little sitting area. I think that folds down. So you have like a deck, if you will. Anyway, that was a squirrel. So these you can't legally ride in going down the road, where the coaches or motorhomes you can. So that's a big thing, especially with the dogs. And the other thing, these are slides, so like this whole thing is slid out. Going down the road, it's in. So this does not look like this going down the road. It's pretty condensed. So I'm not sure you really want to be back here anyway. But those are kind of the big differences. But let's go take a look at a few others and see if we can't narrow this down a little bit. So this one's a North Point by Jayco. Never heard of that one, but it's an experience for both of us, for all of us. So you can see there, it's a luxury, so it's a 37 foot, that's basically what all that means. So, nice little living room area back here. TV would go there. Kitchen, dining room, if you will. This kitchen it's smaller, but I mean that's got all the. It looks like what you'd find in your house. That's a full-size fridge.
Oh, this is nice, and it has a little office space. It's very dark in here.
You probably can't see much. Yeah, it's a little Pullman bed, if you will. Couch. There's another TV. So it could be an office, or put the Xbox if you have kids, or yourself. No judgment there. There's another little bunk there. Man, that's a nice shower. That's the nicest shower as anything you'll find. Sink. Open. Think I think that's a king bed. Nice little closet here. You have washer and dryer hookups. That's kind of cool. Another TV. This is definitely glamping at its finest. Like, you're definitely not roughing it in here. But my other gripe with these towable ones is like all the, you know, they're a lot cheaper, but you know, they're built the same way. Because cheap and price are not necessarily the same. They are sometimes. But let's move on to another one. So, moving along, this is a 30-foot little motorhome, RV. I still don't know what the technical term is, but this particular one, it's got a front engine, where the bigger ones, they're called pushers. You have the motor in the back. You know, they look like a tour bus or a bus you would go on, like a big camper. Not a big camper, but a bus you would go on, like a coach bus. So this is pretty nice. It's on a Ford chassis. Have all your pertinent information, just like your car and backup camera. That's essentially the hood for the motor, so it's going to be pretty loud going down the road. But still have all the basics. Cute little shower, a little queen size bed. But is there any pricing? No prices, but this is a lot smaller, kind of basic. But I guarantee this is twice as much as that last one we looked at. So that's kind of neat, that electronic leveling. You put the jacks down so you're not, when you walk around, it doesn't wobble and levels it. But just another option. It's not the one for me. So the search will continue. So Jordan, want to get your impressions of this one? Huh. So this one is a 32, I believe, but it has something quite a bit different than the other one.
You know I love upstairs living.
Yep. So this has, you go up these little stairs, and little living rooms in the front. And this, I know size on camera is hard to tell. Probably what she said. But this is huge up here. Like, this is
plenty of room for 2 dog beds.
Oh yeah.
3 couches.
I mean, these are easily 2, if not 3 people on each couch, and it's slid open, so that's 10 feet across anyway. Got a little fake fireplace, big TV, and it's very light colors. They kind of brighten here, but the same thing. It's like, is that Luon? No, it's like some manufactured thing. But it's, so we're in the south here in Georgia, so these lighter colors and everything will probably help keep it a little bit cooler, because it does get hot. You can tell this is definitely more of that other one in all stainless and a full-size fridge. This is a little bit smaller, but still plenty nice. So I don't think it needs to be like your house. Like, you're not getting out of your house to go stay in your house, essentially. So these differences are nice. And,
That's nice.
you know, plenty big bedroom.
Yeah. It's probably a
Got
queen.
little like totes under there.
Storage space.
That's me. But yeah, this is plenty nice. What do you think, big guy? He's just chilling in his little backpack. And in here, let's see what the bathroom. A nice shower. You got skylights, sink, pooping. Yeah, for a towable, this is definitely, this would be a contender.
I absolutely love the upstairs living.
Yeah, it's really nice having that up there. It just kind of like separates it, because the other is just like kitchen and living room would be here, but this it separates a little bit, but you're still like in the midst of everything.
That
So
way you can leave a mess down here and not feel stressed out about it while you're relaxing up there.
for sure. So still think we're leaning towards a motorhome, like a coach, but this would be a good consideration. So kind of striking out on this. that one like that we were just in was nice, but we'll post another video when we can see some more kind of what we're personally looking for. But like these are all the bumper pull or whatever you want to call that. So a big difference in these is so it hangs off the back. That's another option, I suppose, that just goes in the bed. But like these bumper pulls, it's hanging off the back, so you have leverage. So they don't pull the same as those fifth wheels. It just goes into the back of the truck, so all the weight's right over the axle. Where these, the weight's behind it. So you can, if you've ever pulled a trailer, especially a bigger one, you can tell if like it's weighted weird. You feel it in the truck and it pulls you around. So they call it like the tail wagging the dog. But anyway, we'll get into those in another one in the bigger motorhomes. But let me know what you think, like your opinions, or if you have one, like what some pros and cons are to different ones, what you might recommend or what you want to see. But here, for instance, just to go on one last little one, this is a little Coleman, 16 foot maybe. So this is a real small one. You got your kitchen as you walk in, sitting area, bed, bathroom. You know, it's definitely quite a bit different than what we were just looking at, but it does cover all the basics. If camping isn't so much your thing, like a tent on the ground, this heated, air conditioned, these little ones typically don't, or this one doesn't have a generator anyway. But if you're at a campsite, you can plug in. A lot of these bigger fifth wheels, like this one, some do come with generators. So you could, you know, rough it somewhere. But a lot of the time, you'd probably be in a campsite. So you'd have, you know, water and power hookups anyway. So it's really all what you're going to come down, what you're going to use it for, what your budget is, you know, that sort of thing. So it doesn't have to be the biggest, fanciest thing to get out there and have a good time. So here's kind of a look around. But yeah, I'd like to hear your opinions on it. You know, what you recommend, what you found. Again, if there's anything specific you want to see, we'll do some more as this goes. But here's a little taste of what we're looking for. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment, like it, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be back soon.